Hi there guys, this is Simon from Ivy Audio, and today I'm going to be giving you an overview of Clare Solo. Clare Solo is a solo vocal library performed by my friend Clare Deemer, and let's get started. So Clare Solo is really designed to play beautiful, natural-sounding legato passages with full dynamics control. And what we did a little differently with this library is typically when you record a legato library, you'll record transitions and sustains separately. Now we did what I like to call comprehensive legato, which means that we recorded every single legato transition leading directly into a full sustain across the entire range. So it's lots and lots of legato scripting, lots of time to record, but in my opinion it sounds absolutely amazing. This is the same method we used on Carpenter trombone, and I'm planning on doing future libraries with this same method because it just sounds so good. So let's have a listen to the legato. We do have dynamics and expression control. Dynamics is the mod wheel, expression is CC11. You can right-click either of these and learn a different MIDI automation if you would like. So here's what the dynamics sounds like. It's very subtle, but it does make a difference. We also have expression control, which is just volume modulation. The dynamics has a filter on it, chopping off the top end, whereas expression is just volume modulation. So if you want some finer control over volume, you can use that. Here under the options, we have a legato toggle and a release toggle, which you can also change using the key switches down here at the bottom. Those are latching key switches. And those are pretty self-explanatory. If you turn the legato off, you get sustains. The release samples are similar to what's on Carpenter trombone. When you release a key, it'll simply jump to the end of whatever sustain is currently playing. So you get a very natural sounding release that matches the sound of the sustain. And last up, we have the built-in convolution reverb. This is the Bricasti M7 impulse response library. Again, has tons and tons, I think it's like 130 impulse responses. All of them sound very good. We have control over the wet level, high pass and low pass, as well as size to artificially increase or decrease the size of the IR. And you can toggle the reverb on or off using this little toggle right here. That's really everything there is to the main library functionality. Otherwise, we can click this gear up here and get some advanced options for tweaking the legato and release sample behavior. I've gone over these before, but I'll do it again very quickly. Most of this is just dealing with fade times and how samples fade in and out. So legato attack is just the time it takes for a legato sample to fade in. Legato release is the time it takes for a legato sample to fade out when releasing a key or when performing a legato transition. The legato offset allows you to shift legato samples slightly forward or backwards. So if you bring this down, you will get a longer time before the transition happens. If you bring this up, you'll get a tighter transition. If you bring it up too much, you'll be cutting into the legato sample and it'll sound abrupt and weird. You can control click any of these values to reset them to their defaults, which I think work well. Next up we have release attack, which is just the time it takes for a release sample to fade in. We also have release attack curve and legato attack curve, which determines whether the fade time is linear or something else. Release volume does exactly what you'd expect it to do, and release offset is similar to the legato offset in that you can have a longer or shorter release sample. So that's an overview of Clare Solo. You can download it for free at ivyaudio.com, where you can also find some other free libraries. Commercial use, personal use, it's totally fine. I just ask that you not redistribute the library without my consent. I do love hearing what people write with my libraries, so if you have a demo or something, feel free to send it along to contact@ivyaudio.com. I hope you enjoy using the library, and in closing, I'll leave you with a short demo track that I wrote, which you can also find on the website. This is Little Amy from Season 5 of Doctor Who.